Alright, I'm just gonna draw like a landscape. You know, being alone here and there, like I've been so curious and very cautious about thought broadcasting. You know, I don't really want to get too deep into it. Me personally, I feel like thought broadcasting is real. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. It just seems too accurate sometimes here and there. But I really hope it's not. Thought broadcasting here and there just seems pretty real. I'm not here to get too much in there, but I also wanted to talk about being like isolated and alone leads to spirituality. If you lead it in a good way, if you're like really alone, like, and you have like trauma that you are growing out of, I feel like spirituality comes in handy when you're like isolated and alone. Or you start to develop more like creativity and originality and authenticity toward like through isolation and like spirituality. But like if you're like isolated and spiritual for so long, it's boring. It's boring. It's gonna be like the same cycle. If you don't really know what you're doing, at least in life, it's boring. If you're just isolated in your spirituality like for so long, it's boring. If you're like spiritual or while you're alone for like a long time, it gets pretty boring. I'm bored. um, but yeah, I don't know. Here and there, like a lot of times, most of my life, like I'm bored. I'm just really bored, and I have like really nowhere to be in my life. Like I really want like experience like go out and explore with like people, but I don't know because I just feel like it's not like if I was like meeting people online, I don't think it's genuine. Like I don't know, that's like me not saying like yes to life, you know. I feel like if I said like yes to life like more, I feel like I probably hopefully would have like better like relationships. But since I don't really like say shit, I'm like isolated and alone, and I'm tapped into my spirituality. So I don't want to make it sound like it's deep. It's really just simple. If you just say spiritual, it's just that it comes and goes here and there. So it's like money, but except spirituality has more of a longevity sense. But yeah, most of my days I'm like bored. Currently in my life right now, I'm bored. I'm alone entirely. I don't mind it here and there, but like sometimes I want to like go out and do things with like people, maybe find the right people for me. I'm not just gonna go out in public and just be like, oh, I want to be your friend. Like I would do that, but like people are like groups that I find like very genuine, that I actually want to like be around. You know, I don't just throw myself into like random like people circle, you know. And yeah, sketching, I don't even know what I'm sketching. Kind of like every time I like draw mountains, like it's mainly like it's kind of like volcano looking, like it's like volcano kind of like skate ramps. But yeah, I don't know, just kind of drawing like some like shady clouds, hill, field. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just gonna darken it as I talk. Maybe draw like some kind of like moon or sun. Kind of draw like birds in the background too. Some stick birds, not like actual. I feel like sketching is very therapeutic here and there. I do really want to do like some carving and stuff. I feel like carving like wood and stuff. Like I really want to learn that so I can like carve apples and like soap and maybe like wood. What was I saying? I was drawing like I always draw like stick figure birds. I don't draw like well, I like to draw like very like defined birds, but like I don't know. Oh no, I was talking about like carving. It's like natural art. But yeah, I like just drawing like some like stick birds. I like drawing birds like defined, but it's gonna be like the portrait of like the face, or maybe just like the like a close up. It won't be like far away. I'm not that talented on sketching. I like to draw like a lot of landscapes and like just stick figures or like people I made up in my head. Every time I draw like landscapes, I always think of like the ice age, or like I always think of like dinosaur like landscapes, or the caveman years. Hey, in the caveman years they never had dating apps. Did you think some cavemen had more like better talking stages than humans now? They didn't have to live to any like trendy expectation, or like you know like what to say or what to do, you know, like they're just free. I wonder how cavemen were like dating on talking stages and stuff. They didn't have any phones, so like there wasn't any proper way of greeting somebody. I mean, at least I don't know. I wonder how cavemen were dating people, and I wonder how cavemen are in like their talking stages. I feel like that would be very interesting to know about like cavemen talking stages. Me personally, like I like to hop on like dating apps here and there. Like I don't know, bro. Dating apps are like it's very scary because like if I like run into somebody like from my school, I'm just like, oh, I'm deleting this whole app. But like at the end of the day, they're not gonna be thinking about it like 50 years from now. I stay away from dating apps because I just feel like if I met someone on a dating app, it would just be someone to like maybe go on a date with. But like someone that I genuinely really want to know, I feel like I want to say yes to life on that kind of like topic. I just don't want to just like saturate my whole image on being like on a dating app and stuff. I feel like it's just like a very seasonal thing. It's not like me being on dating apps for like a whole year. I usually just erase it in like a week or so. My patience is kind of just not there. I'd rather meet someone in person, but I don't know. Nowadays, I'm very like isolated. I grew out of isolation like my whole life pretty much like in my adolescent years. So like I don't really have any interest of like really being on like any dating apps or like meeting any friends. Like I don't really have any interest in doing that at all. Although my whole life to the point where like I don't really care what people say about me. I don't really care what they think about me here and there. Like I just wait for the moment so I can like sometimes shine here and there. But like I don't know. I just been alone for so long. I don't know. And on social media too. I'm very private. And I personally me, I'm okay with that. But like what I think people think about me, I feel like they're like, he's not reaching the expectations. I'm just like, bro, time fabricates your story. I know the way time is fabricating my story. I'm not just gonna impulsively go on and then start regretting later. I should start doing that, but like I feel like nowadays I'm more of like an intuition kind of person. I really just trust my gut on a lot of things. And I'm very like spiritual as well. I kind of just go with the flow in life. Like at this point in my life, I don't know, I'm just sketching. I don't know. Next, I'm not antisocial. I'm just a loner. Like when I'm out in public, I actually really love talking to people. If I see someone at an event or like maybe like a party, if I ever went, um, I wouldn't mind just going out of my way and saying hi to someone, maybe get to know somebody, you know. I'm trying to get out of the habit that our generation kind of built is like being on our phone and looking down. The way that I like kind of live my life is like, you know, I'm like the type of person to like actually stare at nature or like maybe live in the moment and actually like intake that like actual moment. I'm not the type of person to get my phone out and start recording. Like for example, if I was out in like the mountains or anything, like I personally would throw my phone in the waterfall kind of mindset. Like I can care less of like recording because I know I'm not gonna watch it later. I'll probably delete it later. I feel like it's just a waste of time just getting my phone out and recording unless if I'm doing something, maybe like if I was like maybe just making a video or like vlogging, then I would feel the need to like record. Maybe like I would feel the need to like go out and like record myself, but like other than that, like that's like the kind of things that I like to live in the moment for is just looking out at like nature. When it comes to like nature and stuff or just like in general, like I don't feel the need to like I don't feel the need to like grab my phone and start recording or like taking pictures. Unless it was something that I wanted to make something out of art. You know, if it was like something that I've thought about creatively, create like a little story out of it, then I would probably want to go out of my way and do it. I'm definitely not the kind of person to just take pictures. It's hard for me to be comfortable like just posting myself on the internet here and there. Very private, and it started when I was like a teenager. You know, I never really felt the need to like, you know, receive like a lot of fame or like attention for anything. Like I'm definitely very a low-key kind of person, especially when it comes to like relationships as well. I like to keep my circle small. Hopefully this looks cool on camera. I don't know. Okay, gonna kind of darken it a little bit. Being alone is like beneficial in like ways and stuff, you know, to like kind of step back and kind of like try to maybe think about what you really want to do in life or like maybe get to know yourself a little bit more better. Me personally, I'm like so far into like isolation, like I look at it as normal. Like the things that I've like developed like mindset wise, like the way that I like want to live my life, like I just look at it as normal. Like how people be like, oh wait, you need friendship, you need love in your life, or you need to get married, or you go to college. Like me, like I can care less about any of that. If I like picture like marriage, I'm thinking about like 50 years from now. I'm not thinking about that moment. Like, where would this relationship go? That's what I'm thinking about. Like, I think about like things to the end. I don't think about the now. And I don't want to create a story about like, but it's a beautiful thing that like people, you know, get married and like try to find ways to rebuild. I'm like, no. I think that's a waste of my time. I'd rather prefer like doing more creative things in life. I'm definitely like a kind of person that lives out of the norms very privately, very just to myself a lot, and I don't mind that at all. Since the way that this generation has been fabricated, I just feel like I'm recording on the phone that I was doing the flashlight with, so now this is my phone. Okay, so I'm on a different camera. Okay, so now I'm on a different camera. I'm not like on here to like, you know, like be like some sort of superhero. I'm honestly just being myself. I'm not here like forcing anyone I'm not here to be like I'm trying to save somebody's life or like maybe I want to help people through like hard situations. I don't really consider myself to be a superhero. I'm very to myself to like I don't know, like try to be a superhero, like do superhero things. I don't mind helping people through like hard situations. I'm not here to be considered a superhero, if that makes sense. It just doesn't interest me, because some days I would have highs and some days I would have lows. Some days I would just not really care, some days I would care, and some days I would be happy, some days I would be sad. Some days I would be frustrated, some days I would be proud, you know. I'm not always gonna have like certain expectations of myself. I'm simply just living life. Maybe it's not gonna be happy, maybe it is, you know. But I can actually stand being alone and like, you know, saturating inside sadness. Like I don't mind that, because it makes me want to ponder to maybe do better things. Because if I was always so happy in my life, then I wouldn't really care to like go out of my way to like help people through hard situations. So I feel like you need like lows so you can present better in your highs. I want to try like make like little bits out of this, like videos, maybe edit it. Hopefully I can try to achieve that kind of thing. I don't even know if I'm gonna post this, but maybe just doing this for fun. Maybe I'm just doing this just because I feel like it. Maybe I won't feel like doing it later. But cavemen and dating apps. Yeah, it kind of looks like a big skate ramp or just like a volcano. Trying to draw like a very like cool sunset, I guess, or like maybe like a moon glade, but there's no water to the moon glade, so it wouldn't make sense. The birds are here. These are supposed to be like a field and like a hill, but I mean, I guess I'm just doing a big grass field hill. Landscape. Maybe you could draw like a little pond here. I'm not gonna try to like do like everything like very defined. I'm just gonna draw like trees around it, maybe like a small lake pond. I'm just saying whatever. People can say whatever. I don't really care. My emotions are very numb. I feel like nowadays, like me crying is just if I feel like crying. Like sometimes I really want to let it out. I'm not here to like have pent up emotions for like no reason. Cause when you're alone, like you just like, what the hell am I penting out my emotions for? There's no one there to show. The hell am I holding it in for? So then I just cry. More emotions to let out. Personally, and you know, it's funny because like there's no one even there after the tears. If there's no one there before the tears, then why do you think there's gonna be someone after the tears? Don't be scared to like maybe like let your emotions out here and there. If you like pent up your emotions, especially when no one's around, what was it for? I don't know. I think I kind of like darken this lake a little bit. I feel like this is more like darken the clouds. I feel like I wanted to like maybe darken the clouds more than the lake, but have a maybe better landscape. And maybe like do some outlines of this. And I'm just rambling. I'm doing some like Bob Ross without the face showing. I was trying to draw like trees from the wood, just stick trees. I'm not like here to define anything. I'm just doing mainly stick figure birds and stick figure trees from the woods. Maybe just darkening it a little bit. Maybe I was gonna just do it around the lake, but I mean, I guess I could do it even more out. It's funny, I just got a dating app. I got a dating app notification as I was doing this. You know, it's funny. I'm actually gonna delete it. Hopefully, it wasn't anybody, because I don't like being attached to like anyone. Well, maybe if I was like actually building a genuine connection with somebody, then I would be like, oh, you know what? I actually really want to like get to know this person. But if it's just someone like, I don't know, out of the blue, out of a dating app, maybe just a makeout session and I'm gone. All right, that might be a little bit too much trees, but maybe do like a small lake over here too. Maybe like a smaller lake here. I'm just adding more to this landscape that I'd never been to before. Maybe this landscape exists. I'm really like a nature kind of person. I really like to be out in nature a lot, but the thing is that I don't really go out a lot. I just don't have a car at the moment. Life without no further things, but if I had like a hammock, I'd definitely like sleep like in the mountain. Oh, what if we did like outlines out of the lake? I don't know, the wind, clouds mixed together. It's more of like a scribble kind of portrait. All right, not too much. We do like a little Saturn ring around the volcano for no reason. Yeah, but sometimes like I don't mind being like alone my whole life. Like I actually kind of strive to do that.